work for a leader that sees their status in their newest iPhone from the company. No, because leaders, I think, can set a great example in that regard. First of all, at least I think I would.
Yeah.
I would want to
Agreed.
give me the biggest junker, give my team the best one. If I need, like you said, if I need something, I'll buy it personally. All right, that's number one. Number two, leasing. You said showing your age, I'll show mine. 20 years ago, leasing was huge. And it was difficult for many organizations because when the lease came due and they had to go find every spare part, every little bit, and to meet the qualifications to send it back, a lot of them did not keep that good of records.
Yeah.
That's just been there, lived those lives, have the scars to prove it. Maybe you were not, you may get to feel those scars one day, Mr. David.
It's an interesting one, because in terms of the return on investment, I mean, yeah, you get all the latest kit every 3 years. Yeah, you don't have to worry about break fix. They'll image it, they'll asset tag it, they'll ship it to you, etc. But then at the end of the life, you're missing out on that ITAD part. You're missing out on the rebate of getting it back. You're missing out on being able to sweat an asset even longer. You know, having some in stock, etc. If you're paying for it on a monthly basis, or you've got a 3-year contract to consume X amount of assets, I get the appeal of it. I really do. And I think, these organizations that are looking into it is because they want to be at the forefront of technology. But from an ITAM point of view, in the background, I'm going, yeah, but we're making a good bit of rebate back at the moment, through ITAD. We're donating some to charities as well, which has given us good PR. We're really supporting the whole green IT initiative as well through recycling components. I've worked hard to get ITAD implemented. Why are you going to take that away from me with leasing? But
there's two other components to that. With the distributed workforce, it makes leasing even more difficult because you don't have those on your property. And the OPEX versus CAPEX is another component of the leasing, because most organizations want the CAPEX and be able to write it off versus the OPEX hit. Like I said, been there, lived that life. And most people prefer that CAPEX hit than the OPEX hit.
Yeah. Having some interesting conversations exactly with finance on depreciation values and, taxable benefits for assets and all that kind of stuff. It's like, we won't own it. It's like a car rental scheme.
Yes.
Like, even you've got, managed desktop services as well, whereby, you're combining the hardware and the software itself. So it's like, oh, okay, wow. There's a lot going on there in terms of, stuff that actually isn't ours. But again, I go back to what I said, ITAM's evolving. Yes. Right. It's the scope is widening ever further. It's gone to the days where you just had to know licensing models to make sure you're compliant and, know roughly what the costs are. Now you've got all these other factors, and ITAM's spreading its wings in the financial and procurement. And like you mentioned, supply and management. And we're just becoming kind of like this. We're just growing as a bubble, right? You throw FinOps in there as well. And it's just epic, man. It's just growing. It's epic. New stuff to learn, Jeffrey.